Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rach Green Cocktails. Today we are going to be doing something a little unique. We are going to be learning how to make a recipe called the son of a bee sting. So this cocktail is amazingly delicious. It includes honey, lemon, ginger, rose water, and gin. And even though there might be a lot of ingredients, it's a relatively simple cocktail and super easy to execute. Stay tuned to the end because we're actually going over the 3 mistakes that event planners make when they're hiring virtual live entertainment. So I don't want you to have to deal with the sting and make those same mistakes. So stay to the end and I'll go over those briefly. All right, let's get into this cocktail, huh? So we're just gonna need a cocktail shaker and a measuring tool. And we're just gonna measure this out as we go. So I'm doing 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice, about 1/2 ounce of fresh ginger juice, which is 1 tablespoon if you're working with powdered ginger. Then we're just gonna do 1/2 ounce or a tablespoon of honey. And honey, I like to actually stir up so that it incorporates really, really well. Otherwise it's gonna stay close to the bottom. All right, last for our non-alcoholic ingredients, we're just going to do a couple drops of rose water. Ooh, this aromatic is amazing. All right, last but not least, if you do wanna make this an alcoholic beverage, you're just gonna do 2 ounces of gin. Oh yeah. So this cocktail is actually based off of the bee's knees, which is honey, lemon, and gin. And you elevate it just a little bit with some of the ginger, which gives you that kick, that bee sting, and that rose water, which gives you an extra floral component, which pairs really, really well with the gin. You can go ahead, shake this up. I like to add ice to my cocktail glass, and we're gonna shake this up. As we build these things together, we can use it to replicate, right? So when we get these tools, we get these tips, we get these tricks, we really allow those things to build so that we can become better in our services, so that we can become better in our bars, and everything and beyond, all right? So let's go ahead. Shake that up. All right, we're gonna pop this open, and we're just gonna strain this into our glass. But it looks like it's missing something, right? So we're gonna go ahead and give ourselves a garnish. All right, and cut this into a little wheel, like this. And here, my friends, is the son of a bee sting. Gets that little bit of a kick from the ginger, it's beautiful. All right, so let's get into the 3 mistakes that event planners and people make when they are hiring live entertainment, all right? The first one is not asking for examples of live content. That includes a demo as well. If they don't have examples of the act that they can produce, then you can't expect them to produce it live for you. So if they don't have examples of live content, make sure to ask for a demo. That way you know for a fact that they are what they say they are. Number 2, people don't clarify if they're the right fit for that audience. Now, when people are hiring comedians, even cocktail professionals, we want to make sure that everyone that's involved in that audience feels seen, feels heard, and it's also the right fit. So when you're hiring entertainment, you want to make sure that if it's adult only, that there's everyone in the audience knows that and respects it. Same thing with cocktails. If there's people that are in the audience that don't drink, maybe having an option for a mocktail or an alcohol optional cocktail. And number 3, basing your decision on price alone. If you are trying to impress your clients or make a real impact, then it's really important to take into consideration what that end in mind process looks like. What does it look like at the very end? How do they feel? What does the guest experience look like? And then you find the right person for that fit. So even if you think that someone might be a really low price or a really high price, it's important to understand what value do they provide to match with that price point so that you in fact get what you desire at the end. So thanks so much for tuning in for another episode of Rach Green Cocktails with a garnish of recipes for success. Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel below, and you can fill out a form there if you have an upcoming event and you would like some assistance. Thanks so much, and see you guys soon. Cheers!